Alright guys, I'm back with another video and we're going to talk about fire straws. These are my favorite fire starters. They're easy to make and they're waterproof and they don't cost a whole lot of money. So I'm going to bring the camera around here and I'll show you some of the parts and some different ideas on making these fire straws. So stick around. Alright, so to start with, these are my original fire straws. And they were basically kind of cut long enough to fit into everybody's favorite container, which is an Altoids tin. So today I'm going to use some larger straws. These are milkshake straws. These are definitely a lot wider, and for $1 you get 30 of these things and you can make a ton of them. I'm going to try to cut my fire straws a little short and squatties to kind of go across like that. So some other materials we're going to need is obviously we're going to need some petroleum jelly. I got the unscented kind and just the cheap brand because I'm going to burn it, so why spend a lot of money? You're going to need some cotton balls. My suggestion is to also have a plastic bag. You put the Vaseline, tear the cotton balls up, put them in the plastic bag. It's easier to mix, a little less messy on your hands. You're also going to need a lighter to seal up the straws at the end, and pliers to just crimp the ends and keep them closed. I got the Leatherman Squirt PS4. This was a gift from Pharaoh. Check them out. Some other things that you can do when you're making your fire straws is you can take a small chunk of fat wood and slide it in with the cotton ball and Vaseline. Maybe it'll give it a little bit more burn time. Also help it burn a little hotter if you've got some wet wood. So that's another option. You could also take a file or a, when you're cutting this stuff with a saw, take the sawdust, some people call it Maya dust, and mix it up with the petroleum jelly and the cotton balls and add a little bit more kick to your fire straw. So let's get going. We'll cut the straw up. Open the bag here. I like to kind of pull apart my cotton balls so they're not too clumpy. They're going to clump up a little bit once you get the Vaseline on them. So I just like to do this ahead of time. Also exposes a lot more fibers, so when you do go ahead to light it, you're going to get a nice fluffy cotton ball. And it should light up with a lighter really easy and a ferro rod as well. I've never tried flint and steel on this. Maybe that'll be something to try. One other thing to have is going to be a paper towel to wipe your hands off. Once you get this petroleum jelly on there, big old clump. Stick it in here. Alright, once you got it mixed up, you're going to need to heat up your straw. You're going to want to get the end nice and hot, and you're going to crimp it together with your pliers. So it's all nice and sealed. Just like that. So once you have one end sealed, you're going to go ahead and stuff it, and then seal the other end. A toothpick comes in handy for this. You can also twist it a little bit and roll it up into the tube. Use our little chunk of fat wood here. And don't pack it too tightly. You want it to be able to burn. Make sure to leave a little bit at the end here of your straw so you can seal it up. Go ahead and crimp the end. There you go. One little fire straw. Let's and so when you're ready to use this, you'll just cut the end, pull out a few little strands, and light it on fire. Simple and easy, and it fits in your Altoids tin. So I'll make up a few more, and then we'll fire them up, see how long one of them lasts. All right, as you can see, one straw here makes up 4 of these, and like I said, there was about 30 straws in the pack, so you could fill this whole container with these fire straws, and it would last you years. These things are awesome. We're gonna go fire up this one. I got a little chunk of fat wood in there, so let's see how long it burns. I'll get my phone and we'll time it. All right, so we just fluff it up. We're going to kind of call it right there. It's pretty much out. That's 6 minutes. So that's pretty decent burn time. It's still kind of sputtering. And that's in windy conditions. I mean, it's a little windy out here. So that should be definitely enough to get some tinder going. Alright guys, so a 6-minute burn time for a small fire starter such as this, and you could fit probably 30 or 40 of these inside of an Altoids container. The little chunk of fat wood I think helps out a little bit to keep the burn going. But these will definitely get your fire going, even in some adverse conditions. And they're really easy to make, and they're cheap. Go to the dollar store. You can probably pick up all the materials you need, with the exception of the fat wood, for $3. So this is definitely a viable option. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe because I have more videos coming up soon.